Hi, I'm Jeff Byers. We're going to continue with the dice, and now we're going to go ahead and bring our high-res model in that we saved out. So let's go ahead and import, and let's go ahead and find our document. Okay, so we have dice high. Click open, and you can see here if you hold over object or icon, you'll notice how many polygons you have, and as you can see, I've got 3,456. Well, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to draw it out. Right when you draw it out, hit the T key or click on Edit, and you can go ahead and rotate around in here by holding down your left mouse button. And if you want to move, hold down the Alt and hold down the right mouse button if you want to move back and forth, and if you want to scale, hold down the Control and the right mouse button. So it's kind of different. The first thing I usually do is, because this is kind of a strange perspective, I'm going to click on Perspective right up here, and there's a couple of things I want to mention. If you get messed up in ZBrush, the best way to get yourself out of it is to either go to Document and click on New Document, or you can go to Preferences and go to Configure and go to and click on Restore Standard UI. Okay, that'll get you back to where it needs to be. And one more thing we need to do is we're going to go ahead and change the color of the material to a basic material 2. Okay. And that gives us more of a shiny material. And we're going to go, before we start painting or do anything like that, let's go to Geometry and go and let's click on Divide. So we're going to divide this up to 5 times. Okay. We're going to go in here to Alpha, and we're going to go to Import. And we're going to find my image that I created in Photoshop. And we're going to click on the alpha map that I created. Hopefully I can find it here. Alpha 1 test. There we go. PSD. Open. And there's our alpha map. And if you hold it long enough, it shows you that it's 600 by 600. And so let's click on that. And we also want to change the stroke to be drag rectangle. And if I rotate around in here and hold down the Shift key, I can snap it. And I'm going to go right from the center out. Okay, as you can see, there's our dimple. Okay, if you rotate around in this, you can see some of the Control Z if you make a mistake. So you can see there's our dimple, and that's what our that's what the alpha map is going to do. It's pushing it out. That's because of the white. So there's a couple things we need to do. Let's go ahead and go Control Z back. And again, if you don't like the result, you can go back to the alpha map you created in Photoshop and redo it and create something that's a little more desirable. Let's go in here to Alpha, and let's click on Create and Modify. And we want to click on Surface. What that's going to do is that's going to cause the mid value to slope off a little bit faster. So I'm going to go ahead and rotate around, and let's try it again. Alright. Okay. Do Control Z. Notice that I lost one of my levels here, so I'm going to click on Subdivide again. And I'm also going to turn the intensity down to something like 15. I'm going to go ahead and move it across and then hold the Shift key down. There we go. Okay, so something like that. So you can see how that's looking a lot better. Okay. Alright, So that looks pretty good. The only thing I don't like about it is the shininess. Let's go ahead and turn that back to wax and see if I can still see that dimple. Alright. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just add a couple things here. Whoops. Move that over to the side a little bit. There we go. And I'm going to create a dot right here. And a dot right here. Okay. Alright, so you can see how you can create divots in here with a high resolution mesh. Okay. There we go. So anyway, that's how you can add stuff, and we're going to go ahead and export that as well. So to export, when you're all finished and get all 6 sides done, we're going to go ahead and export that out as dice high underscore ZBrush and test. Okay, and we're going to go in here as save. I'm going to save that out. And let's see, I'm going to source images. Alright, there we go. We're going to save that out. Also, once you save that out, it may take a little time because we're up at 800,000 polygons. Okay. Looks like we're all done. And let's go ahead and do a save as, and this will do our ZBrush. I'm going to call that ZBrush. That way we can bring this object back in again and save it. I don't want to do that. Let's go number 2. There we go. Save. So we also saved our file in case something goes wrong. We don't want to come back and change it. Alright, that's it for now. We exported. Now we need to go into XNormal and create the normal maps and ambient occlusion maps.